Hello and welcome to Brands Hatch. After 10 rounds and 30 races, we are here, the final round of the season, the showdown finale, and we are going to be speaking here today to the only three guys that can win this championship. Normally we talk to the top three at the end of a Friday, but we're going to mix it up just a little bit, and the first man we're going to speak to is Tommy Bridewell. Tommy, both you and Glenn, you know the situation that you're in coming into this one. It looks like an impossible task in many ways, but anything can happen in bike racing. You know what's at stake, you know what you've got to do tomorrow. You've got to win the race. But how did today go? Because mixed session, dry earlier on, sort of rain hit FP2, which was almost useless to everyone. How did it go?
Yeah, no, it was good, thanks. It was all right. Exactly like you said, you know, it's fairly easy really for us in the respects of we just have to go out and win the race. But I think ultimately I just want to enjoy the last weekend of the season, to be honest. There's been so much going on sort of outside of racing, and you know, with obviously losing riders and that, it's just puts it all into perspective really, that we're here, you know, we're all, in truth, as racers, we're all quite good friends off track, you know, we're all enemies on track, but I just want to have fun, just want to enjoy racing the bike. You know, it's been a pleasure working with the, you know, the team and just having another good successful year together, and what will be in truth. I'm not going to try and overcomplicate it or anything. You know, it's fairly obvious that Brad's certainly got a hand and a half on the trophy, but when there's that glimmer of hope as a racer, it kind of still motivates you. It's what drives us, you know. For example, if I wasn't mathematically able to win the championship, I'd still try as hard, but you still, I don't know, there's that extra little bit of fire in your belly to really go, yeah, it ain't over till it's over. So I think we're just out tomorrow just to have a good sort of safe race and see where we end up at the end of it.
Tommy, the only rider that's made it into Q2 for every single round so far this year. Small consolation for obviously the bigger prize that you want to go out there and get. Looking back over the course of the season, what have been the highlights and the lowlights for you?
Yeah, do you know what? I've got a 100% success rate on going straight to Q2. Before they brought in the new qualification where the top, is it, I think top 12 goes direct, I was terrible on a Friday because it didn't mean that much bar just testing and analysing the bike. As soon as they brought that in, it was like you had to be top 12. So ever since they brought it in, I've never been outside the top 12, which is nice to keep that 100% rate going. But this season, all in all, has been tough. We've had some hard times on trying to understand the new dynamic of the bike. The weight distribution in bits and pieces has been a bit tricky. But really, sort of the last part of the year, we've really chipped away and got a handle on it and understood it a lot better now. And in all honesty, I know it's a bit late in the game, but Donington was a really good turning point for us, where I really, you know, got a good inroad with the bike and feel a lot better with it and translated it straight to here at Brands Hatch. Okay,
well, Tommy, look, good luck for this weekend. We hope to see you on the podium at some point tomorrow.
Thank you, yeah.
Thanks for a great season, and yeah, good luck.
Cheers, thank you.
Cheers. That's Tommy Bridewell then, the man second in the championship. Glenn Irwin. Walk straight across the front of the camera. Thanks, Glenn. Cheers, mate. No, you're all right. I'm only messing around. Glenn, like we just said to Tommy, really, you know what you've got to do here this weekend. You've had you come here off the back of a really positive Donington Park as well. It's an uphill task, but it's not impossible. But all in all, you must be quite satisfied with how the last few rounds have gone.
Yeah, it's you know, in particular, the last few rounds have been really enjoyable. It's always enjoyable when you find a step. As we did probably from here or Thruxton, you know, 5 rounds ago, whatever it was, earlier in the year, and then I made a step in myself, you know, with some old injuries that I could never get fixed, so managed to get on top of them, and from then it's been really enjoyable. You know, a huge task to try to overhaul Brad this weekend. You know, it's a real strange one, like Tommy said. There's been a lot going on with Chrissy Rice and Victor Steeman, so as much as we need Brad to have a ton of bad luck, you know, you also don't want to wish him to slip off, you know, and put himself out at the weekend. We've seen it happen with Keogh, and I'm aware it can happen, but if something like that happened, then of course you grab the bull by the horns. But I think the realistic thing is fighting with Tommy and Lee Bob and Jason as well, realistically, for second. It's probably been a year of overachievement, is how I would assess it so far, to put the Honda right in amongst everyone. 2 wins at Northwest, fastest TT newcomer, and if we can wrap up second realistically in the British Superbike Championship, has been a huge step forward.
And just lastly, Glenn, it must be really satisfying for you, not just how you've been on circuit, but your fitness as well, because let's not forget, at the start of the year, I remember at the Snetterton test at the very start of the year, you were battered and bruised, you were injured. I mean, it was a miracle you managed to pull off the treble at Silverstone, but are you feeling as fit as ever?
Yeah, I feel better than ever, but I also feel I can be a lot more. You know, it was a very tough start to the year, but my attitude is, you know, I just have determination. That's my quality over anyone else. I think I'm an okay bike rider that puts my heart and soul into everything to do with it. And, you know, now I'm in a good place physically. I'm enjoying the Honda. One more weekend. Let's at least try to leave a race win this weekend. That's you know, my target. Let's go for that and see what happens.
Brilliant. Good luck this weekend, Glenn.
Cheers,
Exit
Steve.
is that way.
Exit left.
Okay, last up then, and certainly not least, the man with a big target on his back, the man who has been sensational all season long, the championship leader coming into the finale at his home round as well, Brad Ray. Brad's P1 earlier as well, by the small margin of 4/10. Yeah, okay, some rain in FP2, but you must be so up for this weekend and looking forward to what's ahead. I mean, are you trying to blank out the championship in some way or not?
Yeah, a little bit I am, to be honest. It's obviously nice coming to Brands Hatch for the finale. It's always a nice atmosphere coming back here. But yeah, it's been a bit of a long couple of weeks from Donington to here. Been trying to block it out as much as possible and just carry on the same routine as I normally would be. But yeah, honestly, I'm feeling good, feeling quite relaxed. This morning was good. Felt really good on both the softer and the harder tyre. We've done a little bit of work on both in case we need to run both this weekend. But honestly, I felt really good straight away. We've changed a lot to the bike from when we was here last time at Brands, so really looking forward to coming back. We had 3/4 here last time, so yeah, let's try and do a good job tomorrow's race. Hopefully, if we can seal the championship up tomorrow, it make Sunday a little bit more relaxing for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just for those who aren't aware, you need 7 points basically in tomorrow's race.
I think it's 9.
9, sorry,
9 points,
yeah. You need 7th place. Sorry.
7th place, yeah.
He's better at
9
maths
points.
than me. But you know, that's obviously not your focus. You'd like to be on the podium tomorrow. Just quickly explain to us how much it would mean to you to pick up this championship, because you've had some highs and lows in your racing career.
Yeah, no, it's a dream. It's a dream from when I was a little kid. I remember coming to watch the British Superbikes as a young kid, and it's always something that I've aimed towards. I've been through loads of different classes in British Championship, also in Spanish Championship and Red Bull Rookies. So for me to actually lift the trophy at the end of this season, after all the highs, all the lows, and all the doubts that you have as a racer, it'd be nice to cement that and lift that trophy and be proud of what I've achieved, myself and family over the years.
Yeah, well, listen, Brad, from all of us, the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
For this
Appreciate
weekend.
it.
Thanks for joining
Cheers,
us
mate.
here
See you
again on a
later.
Friday. That's it then from the last press conference of the season so far, and you can tune in to all the action here this weekend. Of course, coming into this one off the back of Donington, we all race here with heavy hearts after the sad loss of Chrissy Rouse. We will, of course, be paying tribute to him, the entire paddock, tomorrow when you tune in at 12 o'clock on Eurosport 2. We're live 12 till 5 tomorrow. That's also available on Discovery Plus. And then on Sunday as well, we bring you the last race day of the season on Eurosport 2, live and on Discovery Plus. That's 12:30 till 5:30.